Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kyle Field in beautiful Anahuac, Texas. I'm Trent Hart, and you are watching Anahuac Sports Live. We appreciate everybody joining us, and as you've noticed, we are on YouTube tonight instead of Facebook. Put a little bit of an announcement out today on Facebook to let everybody kind of know, and if for those that may not have known, be sure to share the link to the YouTube channel and to this live stream on your page if you would, please. And that way everybody is not looking around for the Facebook live stream instead. We sure will appreciate it. But we're here tonight as the Buna Cougars come into town, and their 7th and 8th grade teams take on the Anahuac Panthers 7th and 8th grade teams tonight, who have had a lot of success this season. And I'm sure we're in for a great show tonight, as both of these teams are eager to get out on the field. And with that said, I'm going to transfer it over to our live feed and get to the coin toss. And as Oscar Garza, number 9 for the Anahuac Panthers, comes to midfield. And number 50, Hunter Crane for the Buna Cougars. And Oscar Garza is something to watch, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to keep a close eye on him tonight. And as I said Friday night to Alex, that I'm going to start calling him the Magic Man, because he just makes plays happen on the field. He seems like that he's swallowed up and there's nowhere to go, and like magic, he finds somewhere to go and usually scores or gets a good chunky yardage to get the first down. Anahuac's going to receive the ball to start off this football game. And I wanted to just let everybody know a little bit about everything that's been going on this week in Anahuac High School sports, as the Lady Panthers wrapped up a playoff berth this week, even though they were in a tough first place matchup against Warren Warriors this past Tuesday. Warren was able to break the Lady Panthers' winning streak, but nonetheless, the Lady Panthers are still into the playoffs, locked up, and we're going to be live here tomorrow as Buna comes to town, and they'll be in the Panther Den before the football game gets started, and we're going to broadcast that live also on YouTube, so be sure to join us for that. And that game is sure to be a really good one, as Buna got the best of the Lady Panthers early on in the season. And if you're around tomorrow, and don't just wait on the live stream, I encourage everybody to fill up the Panther Den tomorrow and come and cheer on the Lady Panthers, as they intend to get rolling into the playoffs, and they definitely want to do so with a win against Buna tomorrow and then against Coots on Saturday. And speaking of Saturday, that Coots game that was originally scheduled for next Friday got moved to Saturday. It will be in Coots, and the JV will start at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Unfortunately, Anahuac Sports Live won't be in Coots, but if you get the chance to travel up there and support these young ladies and this great team that they've been able to put together, it would surely be appreciated by them. And you know, it's very important that we show a good supportive unit when we travel up there, and for these girls as they go into the playoffs. And the kickoff is down on the ground, rolls to around the 25, and it's filled and picked it up by number 10, Omar Gutierrez, and he's going to go up the middle, get close to the 40-yard line, falls forward, and that's where they will start the first quarter of this football game, as the Anahuac Panther offense takes the field. And we get to see if the Magic Man holds up to his name here tonight for this first series. Again, we appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. If you get the chance and you're watching on YouTube and you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. And we're no longer trying to fulfill Facebook's unreasonable amount of requirements in order to get an HD stream. I sure do hope that the stream tonight is much more clear for everybody. And if you get a chance, please go over and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the action in the coming weeks. As it's pitched out to the other side, outside, Willis gets about 5 yards on the play. They're going to give him 6 yards on it, so a good run to start off this first series for the Panthers, as Willis was able to scramble for 6 and carry a few Buna defenders with him. Garza under center. Can't see who's the back there is, but I think it's Willis. Garza's going to keep it himself. He's going to cross midfield to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown for the Magic Man. But there is a flag on the field, and it's going to be blocking the back by the Panthers, I believe, is what I saw the call. Was it, Coach?
Maybe a hold.
It was a hold. Okay, so they're calling a hold on the Panthers. That one's going to be called back. But a great run there by Garza that's going to be erased. And as Garza catches his breath, gets the play from the sideline, they're going to back him up. It's going to bring up second down and about 14. So as you just saw right there, folks, Garza is definitely the real deal when it comes to 7th grade football quarterbacks, as that is something that he has been able to show all year long. So Garza under center. Camel the lone back this time. He'll hand it off to number 10, Omar Gutierrez, as he'll get off to the outside, get close to the 50, and outside as he crosses midfield to about the 30 or the 40. Now they're going to mark him out at the 50, but they're going to give him enough for the first down. So after the long run and the penalty, was backing him up, and it was second down and long. Gutierrez was able to get it to midfield, and a fresh set of downs for the Panthers. So Campbell and Willis, the backs this time. The ball's on the ground. It's fumbled. Almost recovered by Buna, but I think Willis was able to jump on it. As they got a little bit lucky on that play because Buna had it. And it squirted out at the last second. And they were able to recover. As they got a little bit lucky on that play because Buna had it. I wasn't able quite to get it on the replay. There's a timeout called on the field by Buna. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back right here on Anahuac Sports Live. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as we are broadcasting live on YouTube today. And welcome back as Buna has taken their first timeout of the first quarter, or the first half. And the Panther offense is marching down the field on their first possession of the game. Carson's going to take itself, pitches it to Campbell. Campbell gets across midfield to the 40, 35-30, and he's drugged down finally at the 25-yard line after a little bit of a trickery play there on the swinging gate for the Panther offense. Kind of confused the Buna defense there, and it was worth the shot as they got a good piece of yardage by Campbell there. As Campbell was able to drag him with him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Heck of a play there by Caden Campbell. So Willis the lone back this time. Gutierrez in motion. They'll hand it to him. He'll go to the outside. Going to reach for the 20. Gets close to it. They'll mark him down at the 21. They're going to give him 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming for the Panthers. And we welcome everybody that's joining us from, whether you're from Anahuac or from Buna, we very much appreciate you coming and giving us a watch on YouTube as we're making the transition back to YouTube tonight. We appreciate everybody's patience as we're trying to get all that figured out for you guys. So Campbell and Willis the backs. He'll hand it off to Willis up the middle. He pushes off one man. Willis is going to power his way down to about the 12-yard line. Finally brought down by number 13, Tristan Ellis of the Cougars. So another first down for the Panthers, as they are looking to put the football in the end zone for pay dirt. And Garza comes in from the sideline, relaying the play to his offensive unit. They'll come up to the line. Willis and Campbell, the two backs again. He'll fake it to Willis, and he'll come to the near side, cutting it upfield past the 10, 5, reaches for the end zone, and they're going to say he was out of bounds at the 2-yard line. But good run there by Garza once again, as it looks like there's going to be enough for a first down. First and goal for the Panthers. So same formation. Snap is back. He'll hand it up to Willis up the middle. Willis will power his way into the end zone. That is a Panther touchdown. So same formation. Snap is back. He'll hand it up to Willis up the middle. Willis will power his way into the end zone. That is a Panther touchdown. The replay there. Willis has got a lot of power, and he's able to get in there to punch it in for 6. So another swinging gate play coming for the Panthers. Worked for them last time. Let's see what works out this time. And Garza's going to keep it himself, run over to the right, and he waltzes his way right in for 2 more points. And after the first possession of this game, the Panthers put together a good drive, as it is Anahuac 8 and Buna 0 with 1:21 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the scoring drive put together by the Anahuac Panthers, it is them on top of the Buna Cougars, 8-0 with 1:21 left in the first quarter. As the Anahuac Panthers, on their first possession of the ball game, were able to put together a great drive, march right down the field, and the Buna defense was not able to contain the running game of the Anahuac Panthers, as Garza, Willis, and Campbell all added up yardage on the ground to get it in there for the score for the Panthers. Back deep to receive for the Cougars is number 3, Cameron Branch, and number 13, Tristan Ellis. And I can't see who the middleman is. Looks like number 6, Colton Stark. As a little pooch kick comes around the midfield, and he's going to come down with it immediately. And that was number 60, Cole Wilson, for the Buna Cougars, who was able to come up with that catch. But good decision by him to come down and smother the football, as the Buna Cougars will have great field position to start their first possession of the football game. And I can tell you, for one, if you're one of those big guys on the front line of that return team and you don't fall on that football, coach is going to give you a piece of his mind when you get back to the sideline. So number 3, Cameron Branch, the quarterback for the Cougars, he draws that under center, as he's going to roll out to his right. Got a little speed. He's looking for more room, and he won't get it. Well, he squeezes away from Gutierrez and gets across midfield, slips his way past the 40, and almost to the 35, falls forward to the 36. What a great move there. To get away from the tackle. Won't get it. Well, he squeezes away from Gutierrez and gets across midfield. He's able to squeeze his way past the 40, inside the 40-yard line, almost to the 35, falls forward. First and 10 for the Cougars. And I'll reset my scoreboard here. So another timeout's going to be taken by Buna. That's their second of the first half. We're going to keep it right here to let everybody know kind of what's going on with the giveaways this week. And we're going to change that up a little bit. And be sure to, I tell you what, we're going to start it tonight, folks. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you are going to be entered to win one of 2, count them 2, Anahuac Panther Spirit Cowbells donated by Anahuac Sports Live. So if you go on to YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, you can enter now to win one of the Spirit Cowbells, and we will run this giveaway from tonight on through the varsity football game tomorrow night. And we're going to be giving away 2 cowbells this week. So go in there right now, hit that subscribe button. There it is. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget about that notification bell as well. And give us a like on this video right now if you would, please. And don't be afraid to get into the chat and talk it up a little bit and cheer for your teams. As Cameron Branch is under center once again. kind of bobbles the ball, and he'll fall on it for a little bit of a loss of 2 yards. So a little bit of a mishandle there between him and his center. So 2nd down and 12. From the Anahuac 38-yard line. As it looks like Buna may be taking another timeout here. And they're going to let time expire in the first quarter as it ticks down, and that's it for the first quarter, where it's Anahuac 8 on top of Buna, which has not been able to put up any points on the board yet, but they're looking to change that here in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this. I'm Trent Hart on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
And we're back here on Anahuac Sports Live, where the Anahuac Panthers lead after the first quarter of play, 8-0 over Buna. But Buna is looking to drive down the field here and get some points on the board of their own. So Buna is back on the field now. With Branch under center. Snaps back. He's going to pitch back to number 6, Colton Stark, and he's looking for room to run on the far side. He finds a little bit and falls forward to the 30-yard line. Pretty good run there by Colton Stark for a gain of about 6. So 3rd down and 5. Much more manageable 5 yards for the Cougars. And in case you missed it earlier, folks, don't forget to get in on the cowbell giveaway. And all you got to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. Man in motion, and people are moving all over the place. As there's a little bit of trickery there as a delayed handoff, or a delayed keeper, mind you. And the Cougars were able to get a first down. The place. As there's a little bit of trickery there as a delayed handoff. The replay didn't quite catch it. Delayed keeper, mind you. But I think the snap went back, and there's a little bit of delay before he ran it, and the Panthers didn't quite know what to do. They thought it was a false start. And the quarterback just handled it, and kind of a fumble-rooski play. Brings back memories of the Little Giants movie. As this game has been very entertaining so far with swinging gates, fumble rooskies, and we'll see what else kind of plays we've got going on for each side of the football. As it's handoff to number 5, Darnell Portier. And was able to get much on that as the Anahuac defense swallowed him up quickly as he got no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming for the Cougars. Cougars come to the line. Quarterback's going to try and pass it, but didn't quite have much on it as he was scrambled and had a bunch of pressure put on him by Campbell, as Branch wasn't able to set his feet and get the pass off in time. 3rd down and 10 now for the Cougars, as they're in the Panther red zone looking to put some points on the board. As Branch comes into the sideline with the play. So Stark the lone back this time. Branch is going to look to pass it. He throws it away, and with no receiver in the vicinity, I don't see any flags going down, so it's going to call it incomplete. 4th down
Incomplete.
and very long coming up for the Cougars. And as Guy Jackson and Coach just said, that looked like a backwards pass to me also. And they're lucky that the refs didn't catch it, and the Panthers didn't have the awareness to scoop it up and try to score on that play. So 4th and 10. And Stark the back again. And Branch comes under center. Snap is back. Branch looking to pass again. He's got it off, and it's caught by number 5, Darnell Portier, but he won't get enough for the 1st down.
Not enough to get the 1st down yardage needed.
So the ball will turn over, and the Panthers get it back. So they defense bent a little bit, but they didn't break as they were able to hold the Cougars in their own end zone to keep them from scoring. And the ball will turn over on downs. And don't be shy if you want to cheer your team on in the chat. We'll interact with you live here right on stream if you would like to do so. Also, don't forget, and I'll say it probably 100 times during the stream, and you'll get annoyed with me saying it, but we are giving away 2 cowbells, and all you have to do is hit that subscribe button to be entered to win one of the 2. And we're going to run that giveaway from now until tomorrow night through the varsity football game. As Garza pitches it to Campbell, and Campbell's not able to get much on the play. He'll fall forward maybe for a yard. Stark was in on the tackle, was able to bring Campbell down before he was able to get much on the play. They're actually not going to give him anything. 2nd down and 10 coming for the Panthers.
Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
So after that incomplete pass, 3rd and 10 coming for the Panthers. Well, I think Yeet_Brent, as he was the first entry into tonight's giveaway. Tonight and tomorrow night's giveaway for the cowbell. Appreciate that, Brent. Garza hands it off to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looking for room. He won't find any, as he's brought down by number 6, Colton Stark. So 4th and long coming, and I would expect a punt here from the Panthers.
1 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 9.
He was only able to get a yard. So not as much going this time for the Panthers as the Cougar defense holds. and does a much better job at containing the Panthers. 2:25 as the clock ticks down in the first half. As it looks like De La Cruz is going to punt the football. Gets it off, and it's going to take a Anahuac bounce across midfield to the 40. Picked up by Branch, and he's going to try and return it back to midfield. Runs out of bounds right around the 47.
Branch takes the punt at his 40-yard line. Steps out at the 47.
So good punt there.
Go first and 10.
But still good field position coming for the Cougar offense, as Branch was able to get it back to the 47-yard line. Yeah. So Magic Man Garza does more than just the quarterback duties. He does the punting duties as well. As the Cougars get ready to do something here before they go into halftime. So Branch under center sends number 13, Ellis, in motion. Snap is back. He's going to pitch it back to Stark. Stark looking for room. He got a blocker and is able to get across midfield to the 45-yard line. Good run there by Branch to pick up about 8 yards.
19 Willis making the stop. It'll be second out and 2.
So handoff to number 5 this time, Portier. Loose ball falls on the turf. And looks like Buna was able to recover it. But loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2. Third down and 4.
Number 50, Hunter Crane, the center, gets settled over the ball. Snap is back, pitch, and it's on the football. It's on the ground again, and it looks like the Panthers have recovered. That's number 4. King Charles on the recovery for the Panthers.
Number 4, Charles with the fumble recovery. Ball is inside Cougar territory. First and 10.
Ground again, and it looks like the Panthers have recovered. That's number 4. Didn't quite get it on the instant replay again. King Charles on the recovery. A little bit. Sorry about that, folks. But King Charles able to come up with a fumble recovery after the pitch back was mishandled by Portier. As the Anahuac Panthers have 28 seconds left on the clock before they go into halftime. Snap back, and it's bumbled a little bit by Garza, but he's able to pick it up and make something happen. The Magic Man is across the 30, 25, and pushed out around the 22-yard line.
Holding call against Anahuac.
So that holding call is going to bring them back again, as the frustration on the sideline by Garza, as that was another long run. Erased once again by a penalty. And a holding call on the Panthers.
10-yard penalty remains. First down, 20 yards to go from the Anahuac 45.
So after the 10-yard penalty, 1st and 20, but that's going going to be a timeout called by the Panthers, and we're going to take it with them. We'll be back right here for the rest of the first half, right here on Anahuac Sports Live. And welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart here at Kyle White Stadium in Anahuac, Texas on a beautiful fall day, where the wind is blowing here at the stadium, coming out of the east a little bit. Good, strong breeze, and it's nice and cool, especially in the shade. Want to welcome Matt Buchanan and Pamela Seymour in the chat from Buna, saying both go Buna. Appreciate you being with us and watching right here on YouTube. So swinging gate play formation again for the Panthers. Snap is back to Garza. Garza looking for a place to throw it. He lets it loose. He's got a man, and that's Gutierrez. Catches it and gets inside the 30-yard line. So swinging gate play formation again for the Panthers. Snap is back to Garza. Garza looking for a place to throw it. He lets it loose. He's got a man, and that's Gutierrez. Catches it inside the 30 and gets inside the 30-yard line by the Panthers. As Anahuac's going to take another timeout, but we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to stay right here and remind everybody to please hit that subscribe button. And when you do, you're going to be entered to win one of 2 Spirit Cowbells that we're going to be giving away over the period of tonight and tomorrow night for the varsity football game. And if you are watching from Buna, don't forget to spread it around town that we will be live tomorrow night to bring that game to you. So be sure to tell your friends and family where to find us. You can also go to all of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So give us a follow on all of those if you would. We'd very much appreciate it. As there's 15 seconds left before halftime here, and Anahuac looks like they're going to try and put some more points on the board. So 1 timeout left apiece for each team, as Buna looks to hold this offense, as a couple of big plays have been able to go Anahuac's way so far. So Garza comes under center. Campbell and looks like Willis is the backs. He'll fake it to Willis. He's looking to pass to him. He's got him out there in the flat. Pass is complete. He gets inside the 15, the 10. There's a flag on the play as Willis is able to power his way down to the 1-yard line, but I'm afraid that this is in the vicinity of holding again against the Panthers, and it's probably going to be coming back. See what the call is here. The replay. Oh, I gotta press the button for it to record. So we're still waiting.
Call of ineligible.
Ineligible on Anahuac. So ineligible receiver downfield against Anahuac, as that's the 3rd costly penalty for the Panthers to gained big yardage, and it's erased once again. So that'll back them up.
5-yard penalty puts the ball back at the 33-yard line. Remains first down, 15 to go.
So first down and 15 after the penalty. And there's 5 seconds left here in the first half.
Looks like we have a Anahuac timeout taking place, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget that during halftime, stop off.
So Anahuac takes their third and final timeout to kind of think about this next play to see if they can't put it in the end zone.
Or a savory or sweet snack and benefit our Bamboozer program.
Would like to thank Wilcox Drugstore for sponsoring this first half of play. And if you would like to donate, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us on PayPal and Venmo. And I'll bring up that information here shortly before we go into halftime. And if you do donate, and you will be able to put a message on the donation, and I'll read it right here live on stream. And we very much appreciate all of the contributors that help us to grow and bring a better broadcast to each and every one of you. So swinging gate formation again, passes back, or snap is back to Garza. He's going to keep it himself, uses the wheels to get across inside the 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Oscar the Magic Man Garza. So swinging gate formation again, passes back, or snap is back to Garza. He's able to keep it himself,
far side,
uses the wheels to get across inside the 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Oscar the Magic Man Garza. 6 points on the board for Anahuac. So time has expired in the first half, but Anahuac will have a chance to go for 2 more points here before they take it into the end zones and talk about the first half for both teams. So another swinging gate formation, this time to the near side. Garza in the shotgun out past it, and it's a direct snap to Willis. He bobbles it, and it's going to be recovered by Buna in the backfield. So a little bit more trickery there, as Garza's slow to get up off the turf, but it looks like he's going to be okay. That will be halftime as the Anahuac Panthers lead it here at Kyle White Stadium, 14-0 over Buna. And don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take a quick pause for halftime, but we will be back here in about 6 to 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Anahuac Sports Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 7th grade football game between the Buna Cougars and the Anahuac Panthers. And we're getting close here to the second half, where Anahuac leads it over Buna 14-0. Would like to thank Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, for sponsoring halftime tonight. We appreciate everybody joining us here. Shout out to Heather Fry in the chat from Buna saying let's go Cougars, and Avian Messer also saying let's go AP. Appreciate you joining us in the chat.
Halftime score from your junior varsity squad in Buna is 0-0 at the half.
So the announcer just came on the board that the JV game in Buna at halftime is tied up 0-0, as neither team is able to put any points on the board so far. And if you are in the chat and can give us an update on those games, it'd be very much appreciated as well. Welcome Sean Butler, now subscriber to Anahuac Sports Live. As we get set up to start the third quarter of play, as Garza tees it up, kicks it away. Little short kick falls around the 40-yard line, and it's fielded and going to take. He's cross midfield. That's number 80, I believe. Anthony Rogalski. So Rogalski's able to return it past midfield and into Anahuac territory to give them good field position to start off the second half of play. So as you notice in the top right-hand corner of your screen, you can see our total subs for YouTube, as we're slowly gaining every single day, and I expect that to keep on going up as we are making this transition back to YouTube. And we appreciate everybody subscribing to our channel. As Buna offense takes over, and this is their first down, pitch back to the running back, and he's going to let it fly to number 6, and it's caught as it's taken inside the 5, and a touchdown for the Buna Cougars.
Pass is complete to number 6, Stark, who takes it into the end zone.
To our channel. As Buna offense takes over, pitch back first to down, pitch back to the running back, and he's going to let it fly to number 6, and it's caught. Colton Stark, as it's taken inside the 5, and a touchdown for the Buna Cougars. They were finally able to put the first points on the board for their offense tonight. So excellent pass and catch there as they line up to go for 2. As Branch takes the snap, bobbles it a little bit, falls on it, and is able to recover his own bobbled snap. But nonetheless, the Cougars are able to make a great pass as Portier is able to put it in for the Cougars, and makes the score 14-6 with 6:45 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
As mentioned earlier, folks, if you're willing to donate to Anahuac Sports Live, you can find us on Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, all one word, or on PayPal, AnahuacSportsLive@gmail.com, or you can scan the code right there on the graphic in front of you. We appreciate any donations you have. Don't forget to leave a comment in your donation, and it'll be read live right here on stream to whoever makes a donation, as we're trying to upgrade a few pieces of our equipment to bring you a better live stream. As the kick is off and it's on the ground just cross midfield, but the Panthers are able to fall on it. That's number 77, Clyde Blumerick. So I think that was an attempted onside kick there, and rolled right into the hands of Blumerick, who was able to fall on it. And that's where the Anahuac Panthers will begin their first possession of the second half. So Garza comes up to the line with Campbell alone back. And Eli Swanky to the far side. Handoff to Campbell as he goes right up the middle, crosses midfield, inside the 45, and falls forward to around the 44-yard line. So pickup of 8 there for Campbell. And a good run there for the Panthers. Shout out to Alex Hernandez, tuning in all the way from Green Bay, Wisconsin, as he says, "Go Panthers." And Deborah Pickett from Buna saying, "Go Cougars." Appreciate you joining us live in the chat. Pitch out to Willis as he's able to scramble, reverse his field a little bit, get back to midfield, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line of the Buna Cougars. And that'll move the chain gang, and a fresh set of downs for the Panther offense. So Garza under center. Campbell and Willis the backs. Swanky to the far side. Handoff to Campbell up the middle, and he'll power his way inside the 25, falls forward to the 24-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Will be the next play for the Panthers. .439 left in the third quarter. As I need to give both teams their timeouts back. There we go. So same formation. Swanky to the far side. Pitch back to Willis. He's unable to hold on to it. He dives back on, and that's going to be a loss in the backfield for the Panthers. Behind the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and about 14. So the pitch to Willis was a little bit high and to his right side, and he was unable to haul it in, but unable to recover it, fortunately for the Panthers. So same formation once again as Garza comes under center. Snap is back. He's going to pitch it to Willis. Willis is looking to pass, but he's going to keep it himself, going to the far sideline. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Pushed out of bounds at the 27. Call it the 26. So he's able to gain a little bit of the yardage that he lost on the previous play back. But a 4th down and long situation coming. As they're in 4-down territory and they don't expect to punt it here, they're going to try and go for the first down. So 4th and 6, and we'll see the swinging gate formation once again from the Panthers. Snap is back to Garza. He's looking to pass, lets it go, and in and out of the hands of Swanky, as it was very well covered by number 11, Jackson Peterson. And batted away, and the ball will turn over on downs as Buna was able to hold the Panthers there. And very good coverage by Peterson.
Bailey Brothers and Kelvin Feasel.
So after the incomplete pass and the turnover on downs, Buna takes over. And snaps back, throws off to the flat, and it is caught by that's number 6, Stark, as he's able to get to the 40-yard line, and that'll move the chains again for the Buna Cougars. First down coming. As that was a good little pass out there in the flat on the far side to gain a good chunky yardage for the Cougars. So Branch gets settled under center. Stark in the backfield. He'll pitch to Stark. Stark's going to be looking for room. He doesn't get much as he's picked up really quickly and tackled by number 18, Eli Swanky and King Charles. Loss of 2 on the play. That's going to be 2nd down and 12. As the Anahuac defense was able to really well cover that play. So Branch comes back up to the line. Stark in the backfield again, and he fumbles at it from the snap again. That's the 3rd time we've seen that tonight from the exchange from his center to Branch. So a loss of another 2 yards on the play. 3rd down and 14. The clock winds down. We're under 15 seconds in the third quarter. They're going to let it wind down. And we'll have one more quarter of play coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Anahuac Sports Live. And welcome back as we get ready to start this fourth quarter of play. I'm Trent Hart, and we're here at Kyle White Stadium in Anahuac, Texas, where the Buna Cougars are trailing the Anahuac Panthers 14-6 in this 7th grade football game. Appreciate everybody joining us. Want to give a shout out to the AMS Lady Panthers volleyball teams as they were able to wrap up their season this past Monday against Warren. And a special shout out to the 8th grade girls volleyball team as they finished 4-1 on the season and had an excellent year. And I look forward to seeing all of those girls in high school next year. Definitely a lot to look forward to in the years to come for Lady Panther volleyball. And speaking of Lady Panther volleyball, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, the Buna Cougars come to town, not only for football, but they're going to be here for volleyball as well. And we're going to be covering all of that action before the varsity football game tomorrow. So be sure to tune in for that, as that gets going at 4:30 tomorrow evening. So start of the 4th quarter, and Branch is looking to pass. He almost got his man, number 5, but it's incomplete to Portier. Will bring up a 4th down and long, and it being in the 4th quarter, they might just elect to go for it here. Looks like they're exchanging personnel and gonna kick it away, as it's still technically a 1-possession ball game. They won't want to chance it this deep in their own territory. So Stark set to kick, gets it away, a pretty good punt, as Swanky will let it go, and it takes a beautiful Buna bounce inside the 15 and rolls to rest finally around the 12. Make it to 13. Great punt there by Stark, as it took a end-over-end roll. As that one goes in favor of the Cougars. Shout out to Vic OLV in the chat saying, "Go Big Boy Castillo, number 70." Welcome to the chat and welcome to the live stream, Vic. And we appreciate everybody watching here tonight. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you're not sure how to do that, if you have a Gmail account, you may not know it, but you also have a YouTube account. And all you have to do is log into YouTube under your Gmail account and give us a subscribe. So pitched it back to Willis. He finds room to run. He's got one more man to beat, and he's got it across the 30, and he's finally drugged down around the 40-yard line by number 13, Tristan Willis. Or Tristan Ellis, excuse me. As Willis was able to get a great block up front, find the hole, and get it all the way down to the 40-yard line. So that's Victor Castillo, excuse me, mentioned earlier. Victor, it's good to see you, bud. As the Anahuac offense comes to the line. And Garza gets settled under center with Willis in the backfield. Swanky in motion. As the snap's back, he'll fake the pitch to Willis. Shakes off one tackler and another across the 45. As the Magic Man does it again, making something happen out of nothing. Able to gain about 7 yards on the play. 2nd down and 3 coming for the Panthers. So Campbell and Willis in the backfield. He'll fake it to Willis, hand off to Gutierrez. As Gutierrez has got a good block up front. He gets across the 40, 35, 30, and pushed out of bounds by number 3, Cameron Branch. And he only had Branch to beat before he was going to put it into the end zone, but Branch was able to push him out right around the 21-yard line. Great run there by Gutierrez. And great block up front. I didn't catch the number of the block. And I might have known it if I'd have clicked the replay button. I got to keep remembering about that thing. But fresh set of downs for the 7th grade Panthers. 4:48 remaining in the ball game. Campbell the lone back this time. Garza will fake it back and looking for and he's tripped up right before he was able to bust it loose. But able to gain a few on the play. And we got a timeout on the field by the officials. We're going to take it with them, folks. We'll be back right here. Don't go anywhere for the rest of this 7th grade football game. We'll be back after this. You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So after the timeout called on the field for an injury, that player was able to get up under his own energy and get back to the sideline. Good to see that he's okay. Matt Buchanan, welcome to the chat. So pitch to Willis as he stiff arms one man and he gets inside the 10. Rumbles and stumbles all his way down for the Panther touchdown. As you see here on the replay, so pitch to Willis. He's able to stiff arms one man and he gets inside the 10. Has just enough rumbles and stumbles all his way down for the Panther touchdown. Down into the end zone for 6. And I was able to remember the replay button on that one. So the Panthers will come up to the line and attempt 2 more points. Willis, the lone back, and Swanky to the far side. He'll hand it off to Gutierrez. Gutierrez turns it up the middle, and he's in there for 2 points. And with 4:02 remaining in the ball game, it is the Anahuac Panthers over Buna, 22-6. And we're going to keep it right here for now. I want to say again, we appreciate everybody joining us here tonight as we're making this transition back to YouTube from Facebook. And we appreciate everybody's patience and understanding as we make this transition back to YouTube. And if in case you're wondering why, there were certain stipulations that Facebook wanted us to meet in order to broadcast in 1080p HD. And as you'll notice tonight, we are able to broadcast in 1080p over YouTube. So instead of keeping on going back and forth with Facebook support, we decided to make the switch tonight, and we will stay on YouTube for every broadcast possible moving forward. It's not always the case at every venue, but especially here in Anahuac, we will definitely be broadcasting to YouTube. Next week in Kirbyville, a lot will hinder on internet speed and availability on whether or not we will be on YouTube. But be sure to keep an eye on all of our social media outlets to know where the stream will be and if we will be able to broadcast that game and bring it to you live. As Garza tees it up on the 40 and the ball's away. Much deeper kick this time as it's just inside the 30, fielded by Branch. He'll take it across the 40. And he's got slippery legs as he's able to get back to the near side here, pushed out of bounds at the 47. And Branch has definitely got some speed. He may not be the biggest kid on the field, but he's definitely one of the fastest. And he's able to slip his way through multiple tackles and have a great return for the Cougars. So 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the ball game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. As Buna looks to try and close this gap a little bit. Branch under center. Loses the ball again. He's able to pick it up and not get anywhere, as that's the 4th time tonight that the exchange between him and his center has not gone his way and the ball has fallen to the turf. So 2nd down and 10. Branch comes under center. Stark in the backfield. Branch will look to pass it. Lets it go, and just behind his intended receiver, number 5, Darnell Portier. And it was just a little bit too much behind him, but well covered by the Panther defense. As 3rd down comes back around for the Cougars once again. And they'll get the sideline down marker going. There it is, 3rd down. 10 yards to go. As we're getting close to 3 minutes remaining. Branch comes up to center. Stark the lone back. Pitches it to Stark. Stark's looking to pass. He lets it go. He's got a man. Oh, and he's pushed down. No flags. Surprisingly, intended for Colton Stark, as he had 2 Panther defenders, Swanky and Dominy, as there was a lot of contact and pushing and shoving, but the officials didn't see interference, and that will bring up 4th down and 10 for the Cougars. It looks like with just under 3 minutes remaining, the Cougars are going to have no choice, trailing the Anahuac Panthers 22-6, but to go for it. So on their own 46-yard line, 4th and long, Branch takes the snap, pitches it back to Stark. Stark looks for the, and it's patted down, incomplete, as the referee says that the arm was coming forward, but nevertheless, turnover on downs. It's going to be Panthers ball, and they're going to be in complete control of the rest of this football game. So great heads-up play there by the Panther defense. See what number that was that batted that? I should have remembered the replay button on that one too. But nevertheless, good play. Turnover on downs. And he lost me a little bit. Hold on a minute. There it is. We good? There it is. I'm having a little bit of audio problems. So Joshua Moore here to the near side. Handoff to King Charles. Is he able to stumble his way for a few yards there? Pickup of 3. Second down and 7 for the Panthers. So 2:12 remaining. Garza settles under his center, takes the snap, hands off up the middle to Campbell. Campbell's got a lot of room to run, and he's got it going all the way inside the 20, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown, Caden Campbell, and the Anahuac Panthers have blown it open here in the fourth quarter. To Campbell. Campbell's got a lot of room to run, and he's got it going all the way inside the 20, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown, Caden Campbell, and the Anahuac Panthers have blown it open here in the fourth quarter. Blocks up front by the Panther offense to give him plenty of room to run. As they'll line up to go for 2 again. Campbell in charge of the backs. He'll hand it to Charles, I think. As the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. But nevertheless, with 1:46 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play, it's Anahuac 28 and Buna 6. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A quick update from the JV game in Buna, as Brooks Henneke was able to return it for a pick 6, 25-yard touchdown return for the Panthers, and it is now 14-0 Anahuac over Buna with the JV game in Buna. As the kick is off, and it takes an Anahuac roll just past the return man, as he's going to try and pick it up, get some out of it, and was able to get it across the 30. And shout out to friend of the page of our Facebook page, Bill Fortenberry, for pointing out that I was talking over the replay. I'll remember that for next game. Thank you, Mr. Fortenberry. Still trying to figure out this replay thing out, folks. But we'll get there. And 1:35 remaining as Buna tries to put something together here to at least make it respectful. So it's handed off to Starks. Starks gets it across the 40, close to midfield. Actually, that was Portier, excuse me. So 9-yard gain there for Portier. And one of the better runs we've seen out of the Cougars tonight. Will bring up second down and short. And we probably haven't been saying his name now, all right. That's usually how it goes. So pitch back, and it's in the backfield, but fallen on quickly by number 7, Cason Broom. So loss on the play, so the 9-yard game is almost erased, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Clock now at 20 seconds. As it looks like that this is going to probably be the last play of the football game if they can get it off. As 10 seconds come. And he rushes to the line quick. Going to be time for one more play. Maybe. Gets the snap away. Pitches it back. And it falls to the turf. And that will bring an end to the football game, ladies and gentlemen, where the 7th grade Anahuac Panthers are able to come away with a good win tonight over the Buna Cougars, 28-6. Don't forget we got the 8th grade matchup coming up next, and I ask everybody to please stay tuned for that, as we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back for the 8th grade football game as the two teams come in the middle of the field to tell each other good game. As you can tell, COVID restrictions are a little bit different this year with telling each other good game. But they have to keep their distance from each other, giving each other props, and definitely props to this 7th grade Anahuac football team as they keep their winning streak alive. They haven't lost yet, have they, Coach? As they continue their success for the 2020 season. But like I said, don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this for the 8th grade football game. Be sure to tell everybody and share our link on Facebook and all of our social media. Tell your friends, tell your family that we are live. And if you're in Buna, please share on y'all's local social medias as well. As we'll be back here in about 10 minutes for the 8th grade football game.
And in this contest, the Cougars have elected to receive the Panthers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live and to Kyle White Field here in Anahuac, Texas.
If you're just now joining us for this second of two contests, it is being
We just got an
broadcast
update
on
as the
YouTube
final
at the
in
Anahuac
Buna,
Sports Live
14-0,
channel. So if
as
you've
the
got friends
Anahuac
or family
Panthers
who'd like
got
to
the
watch
best of the
game but could not
Cougars
make it,
and the
let us
JV
know they can
football
watch
game
it on
over there
YouTube at Anahuac Sports Live.
in Buna.
As well as the game will be broadcast tomorrow night for those who cannot make it.
So the 8th grade Panthers set to kick off here to start things, as I need to reset everything in. There we go. So just updated also, the 7th grade just won the game prior, and that puts them at 6-1 on the year, undefeated in district play. So the kick is away. It's a good kick as it falls inside the 20, gets a good bounce inside the 10 as number 14 recovers, tries to return it a little bit, and he's brought down inside his own 15-yard line. Great kick and great coverage there by the Anahuac kickoff team. As the Buna Cougars will start this football game off with their first possession set up at their own 19-yard line.
Lewis on the return brings his way up to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10.
14-yard line, excuse me. I'll get it right eventually. Appreciate everybody sticking with us from that carried over from the 7th grade football game. Be sure to go and share the link on all of the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you get a chance. As it's handed off up the middle. He's still on his feet as the Panthers are trying to bring him down. I'm trying to get a number here. That's number 74 for the
34
Cougars.
Men on the carry for the Cougars. 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
So there's a gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. Will be the next play for the Cougars. It looks like number 3, Billy Robinson, is the quarterback for the Cougars, as timeout is going to be called on the field by Buna. That'll be their first, as we are just getting underway here in the first quarter. 7:08 remaining. No score. We'll be back right after this. So Buna takes their first timeout. Second down and 6 as Billy Robinson brings in the play from the sideline. Gets set under center. Back to pass, and he's hit really hard in the backfield, and it is recovered by the Panther defense.
Pass is ruled incomplete.
Oh, man, I didn't think his arm was coming forward. But it was an excellent play there in the backfield by the defense. 2nd down and 6 as Billy Robinson brings in the play from the sideline. Gets set under center. Back to pass, and he's hit really hard in the backfield. And looking back at that replay, it looked like his arm was coming forward a little bit. So incomplete pass, 3rd down and 6 coming for the Cougars. So excellent penetration by the front 5 of the Panthers As we're going to have flags on that play. Not sure who moved first, but it looked like Cougars front line did. We'll see what the call. Offsides on the Panthers. As the referee steps it off.
5-yard penalty.
So a much better, more manageable third down situation for the Cougar offense. 3rd down and 2 instead of 3rd and 6. Actually, it was about 3rd and 1, really, as the first down marker's in between the hash marks. So 3rd and short. As the quarterback will take it himself, he's got a little bit of room to run, and he's finally brought down around the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down and move the chains. As Billy Robinson kept it himself, got a good block up front from his front line and opened up a hole big enough for him to squeeze through.
It is a 1st and 10 from the 35.
So trip receivers here to the near side. As Robinson settles under center. Gonna try to hand it off. The ball's on the turf and it's recovered by the Panthers.
Loose ball on the ground. Recovery by the Panthers. It'll be Anahuac ball 1st and 10 from the 30.
So trip receivers here to the near. There we go. I can mute myself from the previous play. And as you can see here, excellent penetration by number 24 of the Panthers from DeLau to knock that ball loose and be able to recover it for the Panther defense. So after the turnovers, 1st down and 10 deep inside Cougar territory. As the ball's handed off to number 26, Clay Witherspoon. He's got plenty of room to run out the outside and pushed out of bounds at the 15.
26 Witherspoon on the carry. Gets the first down for the Panthers.
So Witherspoon able to show the wheels on that play as he quickly got to the far sideline and is able to scramble for the first down.
Back in the Anahuac backfield.
Well, there's a flag on the play. I did not see that. And that's going to back him up. I guess that's a personal foul. 15 yards on that one, as it erases the good run by Witherspoon.
Put the ball back at the midfield mark. Remains 1st down, 25 to go.
So 1st down and liberty for the Panthers. As a result of that flag, I didn't see what the call was. But Edmonds back in the gun. Witherspoon in motion. He'll pitch it to him, and it's a reverse play. Flags down on the field. I think this one's going to come back too, as Camden Wilson's looking for play and run, scrambles around, sheds a few tackles, gets inside back a lot of the penalty yardage. But I think that the flags on the ground are going to negate that run, and it's going to back them up even further. Illegal shift against the Anahuac offense. As there's a little bit of confusion there in the backfield as Witherspoon went in motion. So 5-yard penalty.
First down. 30 to go.
And it's 1st down still. And 30 yards to go. So a couple of costly penalties there on the Panthers. Edmond pitches it back to Camden Wilson as he's able to get a good chunky yardage back, but not quite back to the original line in scrimmage, but a good run there by Wilson. 2nd down and 18 yards to go. As Edmond pitches it to, I think that's Delau this time. Another good run on the ground as Delau is able to get it past the original line of scrimmage, and 3rd down and 8. So a much better situation that they were running into after the costly plays put them back really far, as they're in 4-down territory. As Edmond takes a pass, flicks it out to Witherspoon. Witherspoon gets across the 30, 20, and out of bounds around the 12-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down, and we have seen quite a bit out of Witherspoon so far here tonight. As that little flick out in the flat to Witherspoon, he's able to turn the corner and use his speed to get the first down for the Panthers. So inside the red zone, Wilson alone back, he'll pitch it to him. He'll get down to the far side, cut it upfield inside the 10, 5, dives forward and inside the touchdown for Anahuac. So good run there by Wilson, as he was patient enough to cut it back inside and miss that tackle and power his way in across the goal line. As the Panthers will come up and attempt a 2-point conversion. So as Edmonds drops back to pass and toward the corner of the end zone, it's incomplete. But good offensive effort there by the Anahuac Panthers, as they were able to overcome around 20 yards of penalties and be able to get some points on the board. We've got 3:49 remaining as the Anahuac Panthers lead it here in this 8th grade football game over Buna 6-0. You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Welcome back, everybody, as the Anahuac kickoff team gets it off. Falls right around just before the 20 as number 3, Billy Robinson, fields it. He's got a little bit of room to run, but brought down by number 17, Riley Hughes of the kickoff team for the Panthers. Good 15-yard return there by Robinson to set up the Cougars for their second possession of the football game. Appreciate everybody joining us here on YouTube tonight. If you're watching, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And you may not know it, but you might have a YouTube account. If you have a Gmail account, all you have to do is log into YouTube under your Gmail account and hit that subscribe button. As the ball is handed off and he's looking for room to run, he's not going to find any, as McGallion was the ball carrier.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
Second down 10.
Don't be shy if you want to give us a shout in the chat. Whether you're watching from Buna or from Anahuac. As Robinson sails under center. Pitches it back. Looking for room, and there is plenty of black jerseys there. Looks like Wilson was able to bring him down before he was able to gain any yardage. Third down coming for the Cougars. As McGallion was the ball carrier once again for the Cougars. They're going to give him a yard on that last play. Third down and 9 yards to go for this next play for the Cougars. So Robinson, a heck of a good arm there. Well covered, but caught anyway. What a great play there from Robinson to number 33, Trey Ferguson.
31-yard line, 1st and 10.
And you'll see on this replay, folks, that Robinson has a pretty decent arm as he was able to quick pass it. And well covered there by the defense, but nonetheless pulled down. Great awareness there by Trey to bring down that football and get it into Anahuac territory for the Cougars. So handoff up the middle. Was able to gain about 3 on the play.
Gain of 2. Mark it a gain of 3. 2nd down 7.
So Robinson comes up to the line. Goodman the lone back. As Robinson was hit there on a little bit of miscommunication from Goodman as he was throwing the football. And he'll bring up third down. I want to shout out to Heather Foster, photographer that'll be here tomorrow night for the varsity football game, where Buna will be coming in, and she will be attending that game tomorrow evening and shooting the varsity volleyball first and then the football game. So contact her if you want to purchase any of the photos that she'll be taking. And it looks like the ball came loose there on that play, and the Panthers were able to recover. And to tell you the truth, I really didn't see what happened there. Let's see what the replay shows. As the ball was handled off, and it was hit hard at the line and popped out and recovered. Great play there by the Panther defense. So as the Cougars were seeming to get something going there on that possession and marching downfield, was halted short on the fumble. And that's where the Panther offense will take over. As Witherspoon's in motion, it's handed to him. He's got a pass back, throws back to Edmonds. Edmonds, in and out of his hands.
Pass incomplete.
As he took a step and took his eye off of it just for a moment. But there was a couple of white jerseys there to meet him if he were to catch it. We've seen a lot up from Witherspoon here tonight, as he's been able to show his quickness and was able to show his arm there a little bit as he was able to get it back, trying to get it back to Edmonds in the flat over here to the near side. But Edmonds just took his eye off of it for just a moment when he was unable to haul it in. As Edmonds sets up again. Snap back, pitches it to Delau. Delau turns it upfield, got some couple good blocks. He's got another one, crosses the 40, 45, and close to midfield at the 47. Good run there by Delau. And that's sound means that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here where it's Anahuac over Buna 6-0. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trent Hart for Anahuac Sports Live. Want to remind everybody that you can have the chance to donate to Anahuac Sports Live and help us out to upgrade some of our streaming equipment to bring the absolute best broadcasts available out there and help us upgrade to the best technology out there so that we can continue to do what we do here for y'all. And you can find us on Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live or on PayPal, AnahuacSportsLive@gmail.com, or you can scan the QR code there in the graphic. Also want to remind everybody about our giveaway where we'll be giving away 2 cowbells for those who subscribe to our YouTube channel as we're trying to reach our subscription goal of 1,000 as we sit right now at 270 YouTube subs. And shout out to We've Got You Covered, Miss Deb Gilbert over there, who is sponsoring our t-shirt giveaway. And I'm going to sweeten the pot even more for our giveaways. So not only the 2 cowbells will be given away, but we'll be giving away 2 shirts, 2 Spirit shirts, and it'll have Anahuac Sports Live logo on the front and your school logo on the your school logo on the front and Anahuac Sports Live logo on the back. And it is a great shirt, and we very much think We've Got You Covered for sponsoring those shirts. So all you've got to do is hit that subscribe button between now and tomorrow night at the varsity football game to be entered to win. And it looks like there's going to be an illegal shift on Anahuac, and that's the second one on them tonight, as we saw it on their last possession that backed them up over 20 yards. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down and 15 for the Panthers. So Edmond pitches it to Delau. Delau's got a ball of, no, that's Camden Wilson. He reverses his field across midfield, powers his way down to the 40. So Camden Wilson had a great 3 blockers in front of him who opened up that hole, and then he reversed it here to the near side and was able to get another first down for the Panthers. Yep, sorry about that. It's going to go to the replay, but the Panthers hurry up to the line as Edmond lets it fly, and it's almost picked off. So incomplete pass there from Edmonds. I'm trying to see who the intended receiver is. Looks like number 14. And that's not 14. I'm not sure what it is. $34 perhaps, which would have been Ty Wilcox. Or no, is that 84? Cunningham, excuse me. Hard to see those numbers sometimes. So back in the gun, snap is back. He's going to let it fly again. It's caught this time as he misses the tackle and falls forward inside the 30. And that's going to be enough for the first down. As that was the receiver, Talon Cunningham, who I think that the previous play was intended for, but they were able to connect this time. I'll reset this. There we go. So this time they hand it off, this time to Delau. Delau's got plenty of room to run. He's inside the 10, and a touchdown for Delau and the Anahuac Panthers. So great run there by Delau as he was able to squeeze his way through and turn on the wheels and the speed to get inside the end zone for the Panthers. Shout out to Kevin Hernandez in the chat saying go AP. Appreciate you joining us in the chat. And don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to chat it up and cheer for your team in the chat, and we'd love to interact with you right here live. As the Panthers line up to go for two. Delau in the backfield. They'll fake it to him. They'll hand it off to Wilson. Wilson easily gets into the end zone and runs over a Cougar. While he's at it, that'll be another 2 points on the board for the Panthers, as they lead it here with 6:57 left in the first half over Buna, 14-0.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
So after the Delau touchdown, we're back here with 6:57 remaining in the first half, where Anahuac leads it 14-0. So the kick is away, falls in and out of the hands of the return man, but it's picked up by the Cougars, and he's able to get it back to about the 38-yard line. That was number 44 on the return, Blake Green for the Cougars. So if you just heard it a while ago, ladies and gentlemen, we will be giving away 2 cowbells and 2 t-shirts this week between now and the end of the varsity football game tomorrow night. And all you have to do is click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, and you will be registered to win one of the 2 cowbells or the 2 t-shirts. So Robinson takes it himself to the far side, and he's met quickly by a host of Panther defenders. I think he's probably going to end up losing a yard. No, they'll give him forward progress, no gain.
Number 3, Robinson on the carry, gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Well, they ended up giving him 1 on the play. So 2nd and 9 for the Cougars, as Robinson comes up to the line, trips to the near side. Single back formation as he was hard counting, and looks like he was able to get the Panthers to come offside, but we'll see what the call is to see if there was any movement up front by the Cougars. So false start against the Cougars, as they saw a little bit of a movement there on the front line. That'll back them up. So after the 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 14 will be with what they have to deal with here. Might want to use a towel on that, Hatfield. So anyway, the the ball is pitched back to number 5. McGallion for the carry. He's able to get a couple of yards, but not much. Actually, they're going to say no gain.
No gain on the play, 3rd down, 14.
So 3rd and long as Robinson comes under center. Fakes the handoff, lets the ball fly. He's got a man. Oh, and just a little too far as the receiver had a step or two.
4th down, 14.
And if he was able to connect, I was afraid that he was going to go all the way to the house. So that'll bring up 4th down with the Cougars pretty deep in their own territory. I'll be surprised if they don't punt, as we've got 4:57 remaining in the first half. As it looks like they are going to punt it away here. So the punt is up. It's real high, but not far, as it falls right around midfield, rolls for Buna across midfield to the 48.
And the punt is down inside.
So it's down right there, just inside Panther territory. Thank you, sir. As we were dealing with a little bit of fogged up windows up here in the press box. So after the punt, the Panther offense is going to take the field once again. So Wilson, yeah, there's some movement up front, as I think there's a little miscommunication on what the snap count was. So off, but that's going to be offsides against the Cougars.
Got a football inside Buna territory. Remaining 1st down, 5 yards to go from the 47.
So I've been off about the false starts and the offsides tonight, as the officials on the field have seen it a little differently. So 1st down and 5 after the offside penalty, as Edmond sets up with 2 receivers to the far side. Wilson and DeLau in the backfield. Pitches it to DeLau. DeLau's got some blockers with Camden out front. Good block from Camden as DeLau takes it inside the 30, inside the 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, DeLau, and another touchdown for the Panther offense. So 4:24 remaining in the first half. And Anahuac was able to get it in once again. That's 2nd touchdown of the night for DeLau. As they'll end up going for 2 here. Hands it off to Wilson. Wilson looking for room, and he once again strolls into the end zone. As the 2-point conversion is good. And that'll make it 22-0 over the Buna Cougars. And we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. This is Anahuac Sports Live. Looking for just the right bank? For a real community bank, locally owned and operated since 1976, come to Anahuac National Bank. Offering services from your first checking account to mobile and online banking to business and home loans. This is Texas banking at its best. Find us online at anbank.net. Anahuac National Bank, Chambers County's only locally owned and independently operated bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Shout out to Doris Nelson in the chat. She says, "Go Panthers." Appreciate you, Doris, for joining us in the chat and on the live stream tonight for the 7th and 8th grade football games. Kick is away, and it rolls around the 40 as it's bobbled a little bit, but he's able to cover it up. And that's where the Cougars will begin their next possession. Let us know in the chat how the stream looks. You notice that we're not on Facebook tonight, and I'm curious to know how the video quality and the audio quality looks like. And let us know in the chat if you would, please. And don't forget to tell your friends and family where we're streaming tonight and tomorrow, as we'll be bringing the volleyball games and the football game here live in Anahuac tomorrow. Robinson comes up to the line, fakes the handoff, looking to pass. He's got a man over there, but it's a little bit too short. Intended for number 33, Trey Ferguson. As Ferguson had a step on the defender, but the pass was just not quite there. Well, it ain't 510 yards, is it? There we go. 2nd and 10 coming for the Cougars. So man in motion. He'll look to pass again. He's going to keep it himself, though. Turns the corner, and he's met quickly by number 17, Riley Hughes, and Braden Edmonds.
17 Hughes making the stop.
He was able to gain a few.
It'll be 3rd down and 7.
They'll give him 3 yards. 3rd down and 7 coming for the Cougars. So 3rd down for the Cougars. As Robinson's going to take a timeout. And we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to stay right here for a quick minute.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, supplies are running low. Concession stand for the Chick-fil-A sandwiches, so get them while you can.
Let me turn our announcer down a little bit and let everybody know exactly what's going on here tonight as far as the stream goes. And as I just got through saying, please let us know how the stream looks as far as the video quality and the audio quality goes. Let us know in chat and the comments. Very much appreciate that. We appreciate everybody joining us here tonight for the 7th and 8th grade football games. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you would, please, as we're still trying to get our numbers up on YouTube. As you can see in the top right-hand corner of your screen, we're sitting right now at 270 subscribes, and we're going to try and get that up to 1,000 as quickly as possible so that we can go to our mobile streams if needed. Don't forget about our socials, as we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can head over there and give us a follow on those as well. So after the Buna timeout, to think things over, 3rd down and 7 coming. As they trail the Panthers here before we go into halftime, 3 minutes remaining. Robinson back to pass, lets it go. He's got number 5 as he catches it. Great play there.
Pass is complete. Number 5, Gallion. It is a first down inside Anahuac territory.
So McGallion there for the reception on a great pass from Robinson, as you'll see here, as they've tried that a few times tonight and were able to convert, but they are able to do it on that one. And was able to eat some yardage up and gain the first down for the Cougars. So Robinson keeps it himself up the middle. He's able to fall forward for a few. Looks like they're going to give him 4 yards. Maybe 3.
Gain of 3 on the play. Mark it 4. 2nd down 6.
They will give him 4 yards on the carry. Clock continues to tick in the first half, 1:39 remaining. As the Cougars are looking to put some points on the board before they go into the locker room. So handoff up the middle to the big man, and they're able to wrangle him down, but he's able to fall forward for a couple. And Goodman was the ball carrier, as he is a very big kid and hard to bring down. Brings up 3rd down for the Cougars. About 4 yards to go to pick up the first down. So Ryland Cherry here to the near side. Robinson will keep it himself as he's looking for the first down. I think he's got it, as he's still churning his feet forward. They're going to give him forward progress to the 21. That will move the chains and give the Cougars a fresh set of downs. And Brittany, don't think I don't see you over there peeking over my shoulder. Robinson comes under center, drops back to pass, looking for his man, rolls out to his right, lets it loose, jump ball, and it falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10. We have timeout being taken on the field. Player down.
So 13 seconds remaining. There is a player down on the field. We're going to step away for a second, but we'll be back right after this. Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at trinitybayrvlodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774. So 13 seconds remain in the first half as Aiden Walker had to be helped to the sideline, as we hope that he is okay, as he was limping a little bit, but he looked to be okay. So second down and long situation for the Cougars. Robinson comes under center, drops back to pass once again, rolls out to his right, looking for a little room to run. He's going to let it loose. Jump ball again, and it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Third down.
As that was intended for Trey Ferguson. 4 seconds remain, as they're going to continue to try and get some points on the board here and take shots at the end zone. What was that? So third down. Drops back to pass again is Robinson. Throws it for a jump ball again. This time it's caught inside the 5, but it's too late. That's the end of the first half. So good catch there by Trey Ferguson, but unable to get it into the end zone. So after the first half of play here in Anahuac, it is the Panthers over the Cougars, 22-0. I want to remind everybody that we will be live tomorrow night. First for the volleyball game between Buna and Anahuac, as they'll start around 4:30 tomorrow, and we will cover the varsity volleyball games as long as possible before we have to start the varsity football game, where it is also Buna coming into town, and that kickoff is at 7:30, but our pregame show will be starting live at 7 o'clock tomorrow, where my counterpart Alex Outram and I will bring all of last week's scores to you in the pregame show, as well as the coaches' interviews from both sides. So please be sure to remind everybody for that. For now, we'll go down to the field for the AMS cheerleading squad, as they got a performance, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half of action right after this performance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to introduce you to your 2020-2021 Anahuac Middle School Panthers cheerleaders. We have 8th grader Laura Wagner, 8th grader Hannah Anderson, 8th grader Jada Granger, 8th grader Keely Butler, 8th grader Kayla Cooper, 7th grader Sarah Diaz, 7th grader Avery Knuckles, 7th grader Kendall Hutchins, 7th grader Kyla Hart, and 7th grader Jocelyn Muniz. Tonight the girls will be performing their cheer camp dance.
So welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for the second half of play as halftime winds down. Want to thank Anahuac National Bank for sponsoring halftime here tonight. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And you can go see them at 801 Ross Sterling here in Anahuac, 409-267-3106, or visit them at anbank.net. Want to remind everybody to please hit that subscribe button and go ahead and drop us a like if you could, please. And it definitely helps our YouTube numbers out. As we were fighting Facebook qualifications, we're going to be fighting YouTube qualifications as well, but not near as strenuous, as we're looking to reach 1,000 subscriptions in order to go live streams when we are mobile and out of town through the YouTube app. But in other words, don't forget about our giveaways. We're going to be giving away 2 AP Spirit cowbells, and we're going to be giving away 2 Spirit t-shirts with the Anahuac Sports logo on the back of them and your school's logo on the front. And all you have to do is hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And if you don't know how to quite do that, you might have an account and don't even know it yet. If you have a Gmail account, then you can log into YouTube under your Gmail account and then hit that subscribe button on YouTube, either through their app or on a computer or any mobile device. So Buna kicks it away this time, and as it starts off this second half, bounces off of Witherspoon. He'll take it, and he's trying to look for more room to run, goes to the far side, and brought down around the 35-yard line. So the Panthers will start their first possession on their own 35-yard line. Shout out to Courtney Vincent on the chat. Says, go Zachary, and that Aunt Courtney loves you. Appreciate you commenting in the chat. And as Terry Fortenberry in the chat just said also, don't forget about Heather Foster Photography. We'll be photographing both the volleyball and football games tomorrow night here in Anahuac. And look her up on Facebook if you'd like to purchase some images that she takes from tomorrow. So Edmonds fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right, lets the ball go, hits Wilson as he crosses midfield to the 40, got a block up front, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Camden Wilson. As a huge offensive play comes there from the Panther offense. So as you see there, great block up front by, looked like Delau, and was able to get enough room for Camden Wilson to get in to the end zone. So handoff to Delau up the middle. He'll get in for 2.
Number 20 for Delau, the 2-point conversion is good.
And that'll make it Anahuac on top of Buna 30-0 on the huge play, which we'll take a look at once again from Braden Edmonds to Camden Wilson on the great pass and catch. Sorry, hit the wrong button there. But as the kickoff gets away, as Buna returns it, good return there by number 5.
McGallion on the return, takes the ball from his 30
McGallion.
brings it up to the 45. That's where the Cougars will have it first and 10.
And that's where the Cougars will start their first possession of the second half. As the Panthers have broken it wide open here. So man in motion, but there are flags all over the place.
False start call against the Cougars.
False start against the against the Cougars. That'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15. So as we're just getting underway here in the third quarter, 6:15 remaining. The Buna Cougars are looking to put something together here to at least try and get in the end zone. As Robinson comes under center, takes the snap, and he takes it himself up the middle looking for a block and a push. Doesn't get far, maybe a yard or two.
Gain of 1 on the play. Mark it a gain of 2. Second down 13.
So pass complete over the middle as he's got plenty of room to run. As Trey Ferguson gets inside the 20 into the 15. Good play there by Buna. From Robinson to Ferguson. We'll take another look at that play. Ferguson able to come across the middle. And no Anahuac defenders there to meet him. Great play there. So Buna in the red zone of the Panthers. Robinson rolls to his right, looking for the corner. He's not going to get there, as he is brought down by Braden Edmonds in the backfield for a loss.
Sack of the quarterback by Edmonds. Loss of 5 on the play, 20-yard line, second down, 15.
So he'll lose 5 yards. As that was an excellent play by Braden Edmonds to get in the backfield and bring him down. Three and a half minutes left in the third quarter. So Goodman in the backfield. Bobbled snap,
Loose ball recovered
but
by
Robinson's
the
able to recover it and fall at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Bring up third down. As Buna has had a great play earlier from Robinson to Ferguson to get it inside the red zone. But the defense of Anahuac is trying to hold them and prevent them from scoring so they can maintain the shutout. Robinson back to pass. He's chased. DeLau brings him down, and the ball falls incomplete.
Pass incomplete, 4th and 15.
Bring up 4th down, and I'm sure Buna will be going for it here. So 4th and 15 for the Cougars to be able to get a fresh set of downs or put it in the end zone here. Spread wide receivers. He rolls to his left. Robinson lets it go into the end zone. Jump ball, and that ball is going to be picked off in the end zone. As number 84, he's going to probably score, crosses midfield to the 40, 30, 15, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Anahuac Panthers, and Talon Cunningham with a great defensive interception in the end zone, takes it 100 yards to the house. And unfortunately, we got a player on the ground. And we're going to take a real quick replay back at this play, as it didn't quite catch all of it, but was able to get the tail end where he was able to get cross into the end zone. So number 16, Brent Lancaster, is able to get up on his own power. Good to see that he's okay and walking on his own to the sideline. So a great heads-up defensive play there by Talon Cunningham in the end zone to take it back for a 100 yards as the third quarter comes to a close. It's the Anahuac Panthers over the Buna Cougars, 30-0. Well, before we go to the fourth quarter, we're going to get the two-point conversion in. So DeLau and Wilson in the backfield. Edsman takes the snap, hands it off to Wilson, and Wilson's able to dive forward as the two-point conversion is good. And that will increase the Panthers' lead to 32 over Buna, who has not been able to find the end zone here tonight. So as we go into this fourth quarter of play, Anahuac is pretty much busting it wide open here. And we're going to take an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors for Anahuac Sports Live. Title Services. You can find them at 409-267-1057 for all of your dozer, rock, and dirt needs, where they do driveways, house pads, and pretty much anything you need as far as dirt work is concerned. And you can go visit them at Title Services Inc. on Facebook. Chambers County Abstract at 545 Washington Avenue in Anahuac. CCAC.net. Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts at 312 Miller Street in Anahuac. Wilcox Drug Store. Prime Agricultural Services. Anahuac Florist. Anahuac National Bank. Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island. Porter's Alligator and Deer Processing. 4311 FM 563 in Anahuac, 409-267-8413, or visit them at portersprocessing.com. And last but certainly not least, Texas Farm Bureau Hillary Auto Agent. And let's don't forget about Texas Ultimate Volleyball Club Volleyball as well. So the Panthers set to kick off. The kick is up end over end toward the far sideline. It's fielded and trying to return it are the Cougars as he's trying to bob and weave his way through. Falls forward close to the 40. Doesn't quite get there. They're going to mark him down right around the 38.
He's off at the 25-yard line. Comes up to the
38.
line. It'll be first and 10 for you.
So first and 10 for the Cougars is they're looking to try to get anything going on their offense tonight. So Robinson comes up to the line. Goodman in the backfield. They'll hand it off to number 44, who doesn't get anything on that play, Blake Green, as he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 11.
Gonna bring up a loss on the play, and second down and 11. And you just heard one of the cowbells out there. We're giving away 2 cowbells and 2 t-shirts. And all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel tonight or tomorrow night or even during the day tomorrow to get your name entered into the cowbell or t-shirt drawing. One of 2 cowbells or one of 2 t-shirts. As Robinson bobbles the snap, able to fall on it, and probably
Loose ball recovered by the Cougars.
another loss of 1. Or they'll mark him down.
He'll be third down, 11.
So not a loss, but third down and 11 yet. So again, all you have to do is press that subscribe button. And if you would, please drop us a like on this video as well. Sure do appreciate that. Man in motion, hands off up the middle. And Goodman will plow his way forward a little bit and gain, I think, about 4.
34 Goodman on carry to the 41-yard line.
Thank you, Billy Young, who just subscribed.
It'll be fourth down, 8.
So 4th down and 8. As the Cougars are gonna punt it away here and give it back to the Panthers with almost 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Little high snap, he gets the punt away, but it's high and not very far, and takes an Anahuac bounce, stops cold before even midfield, and the Panthers will start it at the Cougars' 47-yard line.
47-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for your Panthers.
again, thank Billy Young for who just subscribed, and I saw our ticker go up about 5 subscriptions. And if your name doesn't pop up, it means that your settings are a little bit different than ours. As Witherspoon is to the nearest sideline, and he's going to record himself a touchdown. So after calling Witherspoon's name a lot tonight, he's able to tack on to his stats and pull in a touchdown for the Panthers. So pitch out to Witherspoon as he was the running back on that. And I mean, he's got some speed and is able to go right in for pay dirt. So Delau, or is that Witherspoon again? I didn't see it. So that was Delau, and he's able to punch it in for the 2-point conversion. With 2 minutes, coming down to 2 minutes. Anahuac Panthers lead it here over Buna, 40-0. 46, excuse me, I missed the 6, so 46-0, excuse me. Yep, it is the foggy windows on me. So we'll keep it right here, probably till the end of the football game. Won't take another break. And want to remind everybody about the volleyball game and the football game tomorrow night, both the varsity volleyball game at 4:30, where the Lady Cougars of Buna come in to face the Lady Panthers of Anahuac in a very tight district for volleyball, where the Lady Cougars were able to get the best of the Panthers, and they're looking. The Lady Panthers are looking to get a little bit of revenge tomorrow night here at home. So the kick is away and fielded. As he got a few blockers up front, gets busted loose a little bit across midfield and into Panther territory to around the Panther 47-yard line.
47-yard line, 1st and 10 for Buna.
So clock continues to run, 30 seconds left. And I do believe that Buna will probably let it run out here and not try to get a playoff. It's 10 seconds now, and now we'll let it run out. Where the 8th grade Anahuac Panther offense certainly put on a clinic here tonight on some great plays, both offensively and defensively, where they were able to come up on top of the Buna Cougars 46-0. As I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We appreciate all of the subscriptions and all of the chats. Be sure to join us here tomorrow as we bring the varsity volleyball game to you, and that will be immediately followed by the varsity football game. So please be sure to check out all of our socials when those links come up, and be paying attention to our YouTube streams, our YouTube channel for the stream. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that notification bell so you know that the exact moment that we go live. And if you have a chance, go and visit all of our social pages. Give us a like, give us a follow, and don't forget about our giveaways. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel tonight, from the beginning of this stream that we're on right now to the end of the stream tomorrow night at the varsity game, you will have a chance to win one of the 2 cowbells or one of the 2 t-shirts. And all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and you have to be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to turn on your privacy settings on your YouTube so that I can see your name and we can put your name in the hat. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of good things to talk about tonight with this AMS 7th and 8th grade squad. A lot of good talent, and certainly a lot of things to look forward to as they wind down the 2020 fall season. And we're going to be looking forward to these young men growing. And, you know, there's so much to say that about that 7th grade squad and the quarterback play in Oscar Garza. And, you know, it's very exciting for Anahuac for what's coming in the future. And on this 8th grade squad as well, as there's a lot of speed and a lot of toughness that are going to be coming up in to high school before long. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, for Terry Fortenberry up above me that's been doing the great camera work all night, I'm Trent Hart, and you've been watching Anahuac Sports Live. We'll see you tomorrow right here at 4:30 for the volleyball game, and then again at 7 o'clock for the pregame show with Alex Outram for the varsity football game. So long, everybody.